Now I spent 2 weeks trying to do the speed flip but couldn't manage to hit the ball even once in Musty's training pack. The code will be in the description if you don't have that pack. But a couple of days ago I figured it out reading through comments on Reddit and learning the actual correct technique. I want you to completely forget what you think is the correct way to do the speed flip and just follow my instructions. So you probably already know the basics of the speed flip, so I won't go over them too much. But basically, you're just diagonally flipping while continuously boosting and then cancelling the front flip portion of the diagonal flip. Now that might sound confusing, but once I highlight all the mistakes that people usually make, it'll be super easy and you'll get the hang of it in no time. So the first couple of mistakes you might be making have nothing to do with the flip itself, and that is that you have a high dodge dead zone. So make sure you turn it down, but don't go below 0.1. The next mistake is that you're not waiting for the car to actually touch the ground when you reset the shot. Now that extra little time adds up, so make sure you wait until the car fully rests on the ground before attempting the flip. Next, you might be jumping too late. Now, logically thinking, it makes sense to get as much momentum you can before jumping to cover the most distance possible, but you need to jump earlier than you usually do. You want to jump around halfway off the first grass line you see. Now, at first, this may feel a little awkward, so do a couple of jumps to get used to it. Next, you're turning too much before jumping off the ground. I've exaggerated this in the clips you see, but you only want to be turning around 2 to 3 degrees before jumping, and you continue your turn in the air before you flip. Now, when you turn in the air, it doesn't need to be a huge turn, just ever so slightly so you can flip towards the ball. Next mistake is that your diagonal flip is too much to the side. You don't want to flip at a 45-degree angle, but around 70 degrees. So make sure your analog stick is more forward than to the side, because that extra little turn we did in the air is what changes the angle of the diagonal flip. Next comes the flip cancel itself. As soon as you flip diagonally, you want to instantly, and I mean instantly, flip the analog stick straight down. Now, some tutorials tell you to flick it across to the opposite side, but that's not what we want. You're flicking straight down to cancel the front flip portion only, because you still want the side flip momentum but without the front flip tilting you forward. The next mistake you're making, and I was actually making, is not holding the stick down long enough. It feels like the longer you hold it, the more boost you actually get. So don't let go until you're almost touching the ground and then just pull it to the side to correct your landing. Now, just before you land, you want to hold the power slide button so you keep your momentum in case your landing angle is a little bit off. Once you've worked on these mistakes and corrected them, you should be able to do the flip. So make sure you're jumping exactly where I showed you. Don't turn too much before jumping. Angle your analog stick around 70 degrees before flipping, then instantly hold down and hold it until you almost land, then correct your car and hold power slide. I've got aero and power slide both mapped to LB, and my boost is mapped to X, as I find this setup easier to jump and boost at the same time. Now let me know how you get on in the comments, and I'll try help you out as much as I can. Be sure to like and subscribe if this video helps you nail that speed flip. We'll be releasing a lot more tips and guides, so if you need help on something, just drop a comment below and I'll try and make a video on it. Thank you so much for watching, keep on being awesome, and I'll catch you guys next time.